The Premier League's highest-ever goal-scorer stars alongside greats such as David Beckham and Eric Cantona in the third episode of BBC Two's Fever Pitch, The Rise of the Premier League tonight. Tonight's episode, the third of a four-part series, looks at the rise of the celebrity footballer. It contrasts David Beckham and his relationship with Posh Spice Victoria Adams, with Keith Gillespie. Once dubbed the new George Best, Gillespie was another member of Manchester United's infamous class of '92, but was offloaded to Newcastle United after being deemed surplus to requirements. Gillespie moved to the Toon and continued his impressive form, but, away from the Man United youth players he had grown up with, he sought solace in the local bookmakers. His gambling habit went from bad to worse and he was declared legally bankrupt in 2010 after losing a reported £7 million. Shearer recalled the infamous fight with Gillespie on a boozy trip to Dublin in 1997, during a 2016 Q&A session for the Ellen Shearer Foundation. Shearer and Gillespie have both shared their own version of events. The Newcastle legend explained, "There's my version and there's Keith's version. This is the truth because Keith was so he didn't know what was going on. We went to Dublin for a few days, Kenny Dalglish took us over there, well he sent Terry McDermott with us which was the first mistake. The first afternoon we had a curfew of 7 p.m, we get to 6:30 p.m. and had been drinking for 4 or 5 hours and the guys looked at me as the captain and they say I don't want to go home, we don't want to go to the hotel, so I said we either all go back or we all stay. I thought well he can't fine us all and he can't kick us all out." Shearer, who netted an all-time record 260 Premier League goals, explained this is when the madness started. He said, "So we decided to stay and the drinks got heavier and heavier, and Keith just stupidly decided to knock a whole table of glasses over and smashed the whole lot in the bar. That was the first one. The girl came over to clean up and I said in an aggressive way, 'Keith, you're way out of order. Help the lady clear them up.' An hour later the tables filled up again, he did the same thing again." Gillespie, however, told the Daily Mail he had knocked some cutlery over and told Shearer to F off after being told to pick it up. Shearer continued, "So I looked at him and said get outside, so we've walked out the door and I've gone first and he's hit me on the back of the head. He properly smacked me one." Gillespie recalled thinking he had to get the first punch in at least as he felt he had no chance. He added he thought he had swung and missed. Shearer's story, however, differs. He continued, "I've seen the red mist and turned round and smacked him and I can just see him falling and falling and falling and he's fell, sick, further back and banged his head off the concrete. Blood was pouring from his teammate's head." Shearer said, "I'm thinking oh my god, I'm going to get done for manslaughter here." Steve Howe was first out of the place and said, "Jesus, what has happened?" I said whatever has happened he has fallen over plant pot, and I said I am going to leave now as the police are coming, the ambulance is coming, I'm going back to the hotel. Gillespie recalled the police was given a story as Shearer was England captain. He joked, "Steve got back to the hotel and said to Rob Lee, it was all okay, he'd told the police I was the victim of a hit-and-run driver. So now the guards are running around Dublin looking for some fella who has knocked me over." Shearer and Gillespie rekindled their friendship just hours later and laughed the whole situation off. Shearer remained at Newcastle until he retired in 2006, and had a short spell as the club's manager in 2009, in which Newcastle were relegated while bitter rivals Sunderland survived. Gillespie, meanwhile, left Tyneside in 1998, joining Blackburn Rovers for £2.3 million. He came out of retirement last year, aged 45, to play for newly formed Mid-Ulster Football League side FC Mindwell. Fever Pitch: The Rise of the Premier League airs tonight at 9 p.m. on BBC Two. It will also be available on BBC iPlayer.